It's time now for the Muletrain News Program on this Thursday, August the 26th, 2021, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. Memorial service for Mary Lynn May Campbell, 79, of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, is set for 2 o'clock this afternoon, Thursday, August the 26th, at the First United Methodist Church here in Muleshoe, with Angela Carter officiating. Lynn was born in Bradford, Pennsylvania on March the 15th, 1942, to Donald May and Mildred Millie Hipchin May. She and her family moved to Wichita Falls, Texas when she was 7. She had 3 siblings, Tom, Jan, and Danny. Lynn married her college sweetheart, William Timothy Buck Campbell, on January the 27th, 1962. They lived on a farm in Palmer County for 11 years before moving to Muleshoe, where they lived for 48 years. They had 3 children, Stacy, Scott, and Christy. Lynn was co-owner of Decorator's Nursery and Floral, and later on office manager for BC Produce. She was a loving wife, mother, daughter, sister, grandmother, and great-grandmother. She had a heart for helping people in need. She organized funeral dinners for her church at the Methodist Church. She helped with KFC and Rock, an after-school child care program at her church. She was an active member of the Immaculate Conception Catholic Church and later on the First United Methodist Church here in Muleshoe. Lynn had a kind, sweet disposition, a great sense of humor. She was a loving and non-judgmental. She was a talented artist and decorator and a great cook. She will be greatly missed by her friends and family. Lynn is preceded in death by her parents, Dawn and Millie, her sister Jan. She is survived by her husband Buck of Lubbock, her children Stacy Franklin of Lubbock, Scott Campbell and Tricia of Roanoke, Texas, Christy Fuqua and her husband Michael of Atlanta, Georgia, grandchildren Connor Campbell, Hannah Franklin, Cliff Campbell, Susan Franklin, Sarah Fuqua, Jason Fuqua, and Eric Fuqua, great-grandson George Franklin, brothers Tom and Mary Lou, and Danny May of Muleshoe, a sister-in-law Tommy, Tim Hatch, and many nieces, nephews, and cousins all survive her as well. Memorials can be given to the First United Methodist Church, 507 West 2nd Street here in Muleshoe, 79347, or to the Southwest Parkinson Society. Go to their website, swparkinson.org. And repeating, memorial service for Lynn Campbell, 79, of Muleshoe, of Lubbock, formerly of Muleshoe, is set for 2 o'clock this afternoon, Thursday, August the 26th, at the First United Methodist Church here in Muleshoe, with Angela Carter officiating. We will miss Lynn greatly. She was just a sweet, kind, beautiful, loving person. Mom and I taught at Rock KFC along with Lynn for many, many years, and those were some good years, and we got to see Lynn's real heart for giving and caring for others. Please keep the family of Lynn Campbell on your prayer list today. Church service for Julia M. Hurtado, 78, of Muleshoe, is set for 10 o'clock this morning, Thursday, August the 26th, at the River of Hope Church here in Muleshoe, with Stephen Hart officiating. Burial will be in the Muleshoe Memorial Park Cemetery. Julia died Wednesday, August the 18th, in Littlefield. She was born October 24th, 1942, in Morley, Colorado, to Frank L. and Mary Madrigal Sanchez. She married Nick Hurtado in Ribera, New Mexico. Julia is preceded in death by her husband, Nick, her parents, Frank and Mary Sanchez, 3 grandchildren, Jaime Hurtado, Mark Rodriguez, Blaine Hurtado, and one great-grandchild, Polly Atchison. She is survived by 4 sons, Paul Hurtado of Trinidad, Colorado, Leroy Hurtado of Muleshoe, John of Muleshoe, and Waldo Anaya of Santa Fe, New Mexico. Her 5 daughters, Debbie Hurtado of Muleshoe, Bernadette Bradley and her husband Kent of Muleshoe, Carolyn Robinson and her husband Chris of Slayton, Tony Ray Rojas of Amarillo, Michelle Pargas of Raton, New Mexico, her 2 sisters, Mary Padilla and her husband Max of Ribera, New Mexico, Dora Sanchez of Trinidad, Colorado, 7 brothers, including Alex Sanchez and his wife Mary June of Trinidad, Arthur Sanchez and his wife Joan of Trinidad as well, Bobby Sanchez and his wife Josie of Trinidad, Paul Sanchez of Starkville, Colorado, Andy Sanchez of Walsenburg, Colorado, Frank Sanchez and his wife Ramona of Stewart's Drift, Virginia, David Sanchez and his wife Teresa of Starkville, Colorado, and 19 grandchildren and 49 great-grandchildren all survived Julia Hurtado. The family suggests memorials be sent to the River of Hope Church, 2201 U.S. Highway 70, Muleshoe, Texas 79347. Online condolences can be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating, church service for Julia Hurtado, 78 of Muleshoe, is set for 10 o'clock this morning, Thursday, August the 26th, at the River of Hope Church in Muleshoe, with Stephen Hart officiating. Burial will be in the Muleshoe Memorial Park. Please keep the Hurtado family on your prayer list today. Patricia Canmore, 58 of Muleshoe, died on Tuesday, August the 24th, here in Muleshoe. She was born May the 28th, 1963, in Clovis, to Wallace Linden and Ada Corrine Edge Pierce. Memorial service for Patricia Canmore is scheduled for Saturday, September the 4th at 11 a.m. at the Muleshoe Cowboy Fellowship, with Alan Smyer officiating. Patricia graduated from Texaco High School. She is preceded in death by her parents and a brother, Wallace Randolph Pierce. Patricia is survived by 2 sons, Adam Pierce of Muleshoe and Jerry Cooper Jr. of Amarillo, 2 sisters, Linda Buchanan of Lasbuddy and Sissy Walker of Beaver, Utah, and several grandchildren, all survive her. Please keep the family of Patricia Canmore on your prayer list. Again, a memorial service is scheduled for Saturday, September the 4th at 11 a.m. at the Muleshoe Cowboy Fellowship, with Alan Smyer officiating. Church service for Ernest Verldine Burris, 68 of Lubbock, was held yesterday on Wednesday, August 25th at the Muleshoe Cowboy Fellowship, with Steve Friskett officiating. Burial followed in the Bailey County Cemetery. Ernest died on Friday, August the 20th, in Lubbock. He was born October 21st, 1952, in Muleshoe to Bobby and Orvidi Magby Burris. He married Sandra Wade in Monahans on August 1st, 1986. Ernest played the guitar and led a praise and worship music all of his life. In his early years, he started his music career in Muleshoe with Verl Burris and the Western Gentlemen. Ernest was a member of the Joy Club at church on the Rock in Lubbock, where he sang and played guitar. He was involved in various churches, playing guitar and leading worship. Ernest was passionate about ministering to friends and family and spent several years in a prison ministry. He is preceded in death by his father, the Reverend Bobby Burris. Ernest is survived by his wife, Sandra, a son, Dustin Burris, and his wife, Amy of Houston, 6 daughters, Carla Williams of Oak Grove, Louisiana, Letitia Hempel of Lubbock, Angel Brodsky and her husband Dustin of Tyler, Amy Burris of Tyler, Heather Hughes and her husband Rick of Johnson City, Rebecca Hempel of Little Elm, Texas, his mother Orvidi Burris, his sister Paula Torbett of Santa Ana, Texas, 2 brothers Randy Burris of Lubbock and Orvis Burris of Muleshoe. His 17 grandchildren and 8 great-grandchildren also survive Ernest. Online condolences can be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating, funeral service was held yesterday, Wednesday, August the 25th, for Ernest Verldine Burris at the Muleshoe Cowboy Fellowship. Burial followed in the Bailey County Cemetery. Please keep the Burris family on your prayer list today. Church service for Cedric David Castorina, 35 of San Antonio, Texas, was held earlier in the week on Tuesday, August the 24th at the Trinity Christian Center Church, with Radon Stanford officiating. Cedric died on Saturday, August 14th in San Antonio. He was born August 22nd, 1985, in Dimmitt to David and Belen Gardia Castorina. Cedric is preceded in death by his father, David. Cedric is survived by his mother, Belen Garza, and her husband, John Paul, of Muleshoe, his grandparents, Louis and Albisa Gardia, of Muleshoe, Lupe Castorina, of Muleshoe, his 3 sisters, Cecilia Reyna, of Amarillo, Lindsay Castorina, of San Antonio, Jaime Castorina, of San Antonio, and 3 brothers, Timothy Castorina, of Houston, Matthew Garza, of Muleshoe, and Joshua Garza, also of Muleshoe. The family suggests memorials be sent to the Trinity Christian Center Church, 1723 West American Boulevard, Muleshoe, Texas 79347. Online condolences can be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. Please keep the family of Cedric David Castorina, 35 of San Antonio, on your prayer list today. Funeral service for Mary Nell Bleeker, 94 of Muleshoe, was held this past weekend, Saturday, August 21st, at the First United Methodist Church in Muleshoe, with Skip Hodges of Friona officiating. Burial followed in the Olton Cemetery. Mary Nell died Wednesday, August the 18th, 2021, in Friona. She was born February the 27th, 1927, in Olton to Henry R. and Mary Priscilla Clark Miller. She married Vernon A.C. Bleeker in Olton on August the 3rd, 1946. Mary Nell, of course, taught school for 18 years and retired from the Muleshoe Independent School District. She was a member of the United Methodist Women, the Retired Teachers Association, the VFW Auxiliary in Clovis. Mary Nell cooked for the Lions and Rotary Clubs for many years before taking over the kitchen at the First United Methodist Church, where she was a longtime member. She is preceded in death by her husband, Vernon, her parents, two sisters, Leela Mae Hackler and Juanita Criswell, four brothers, Robert R. Miller, Henry Miller, Bill Miller, and David Miller. Mary Nell is survived by two sons, Alfred Bleeker of Houston, Delmer D. Bleeker and his wife Joyce Ann of Trophy Club, Texas, two daughters, Wanda Nell Cockerham of Muleshoe and Vondell Mann and her husband Joe Bob of Friona, her sister Jo Schull of Amarillo, brother Lonnie C. Miller, and 9 grandchildren, 6 great-grandchildren, plus 1 on the way. All survived Mary Nell. The family suggests memorials be sent to the First United Methodist Church, 507 West 2nd Street, Muleshoe, Texas 79347, or the Cal Farley's Boys Ranch, 600 Southwest 11th Street, Amarillo 79101. Online condolences can be made at ellisfuneralhomes.com. And repeating, funeral service was held last weekend on Saturday, August the 21st, for Mary Nell Bleeker. Such a sweet and beautiful woman. She will be greatly missed. A longtime school teacher in the Muleshoe schools. The Muleshoe Area Hospital Board of Directors will meet in a special session meeting today at noon, Thursday, August the 26th, at the front common area of the Muleshoe Cowboy Fellowship, 710 East American Boulevard. They will call to order, have a public hearing for proposed tax rate for fiscal year 2021-2022, and then adjourn. That will be a special session at noon today, Thursday, August the 26th, of the Muleshoe Area Hospital District Board of Directors. They will meet in the front common area of the Muleshoe Cowboy Fellowship, 710 East American Boulevard, and they will have a public hearing for the proposed tax rate for fiscal year 2021-2022. That's noon today, Thursday, August the 26th, at the Muleshoe Cowboy Fellowship. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned.
Hey Muleshoe, I'm Julia Reynolds, and whenever I come to town to visit family, I always choose Leal's Mexican Restaurant, preferably more than one. My favorite is the Laura's Special with extra queso. It gets no better than that. The original Leal's Mexican Restaurant is located at 1010 West American Boulevard, where you can dine in with the Leal's family's authentic dishes or carry out by simply calling ahead at 806-272-3294.
Save now while celebrating 100 years of Frying Cogs, 401 South 1st Street in Muleshoe, with a great sale. Frying Cogs is the oldest business in Muleshoe. Get now all of their DeWalt tools on sale at 25% off. Corded and cordless power tools, including saws, grinders, sanders, yard tools, toolboxes, and much, much more. Also, for their 100th anniversary sale at Frying Cogs, get all Stanley hand tools marked down 25% off, including screwdrivers, all Stanley saws, chisels, tape measures, hammers, nail pullers, and Stanley toolboxes and organizers. Wedding gift selections now available for Shay Scott and Britton Bell at the front at Frying Cox. The manager's special, good through the end of August, is the Crescent Wrench Adjustable 8-inch marked down to $9.97, 10-inch $12.97, and 12-inch $14.97. Special of the month, good through August, is the 17.5-ounce Wasp and Hornet Killer, now only $1.97 a can. Celebrate 100 years of Frying Cox now by saving 25% off on all the Black & Decker vacuums, including the cordless 20-volt lithium-ion battery-powered Black & Decker Power Series Extreme, along with advanced clean dust busters in several different sizes and suctioning powers. Frying Cox, 401 South 1st Street in Muleshoe, open now Monday through Saturdays, 8 a.m. till 6 p.m., the oldest business in Muleshoe. Well, we're sitting right on the verge of the very first game of the 2021 Muleshoe Mules football season, as they will take on Sundown at Benny Douglas Stadium, David Wood Field. Kickoff at 7 p.m. Friday night, August the 27th. Look for our live stream if you can't make it live in person. We'll have the full video live stream on our website, muleshoetv.com, our two Facebook pages, Gillam and Channel 6 Muleshoe. On our Twitter feed, the link, Channel 6 Muleshoe, and on our YouTube channel simultaneously on all these formats. The YouTube channel is Gillam Advertising. Broadcast will begin about 6:50 p.m. Friday evening with Elliot Davis, our voice of the Muleshoe Mules, brought to you by Barrett Potato Farms, Burton Service Center, Muleshoe Housing Authority, Muleshoe Area Medical Center, Muleshoe Independent School District, Mohawk Auto Parts, Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, McDonald's Restaurant, Muleshoe Animal Clinic and Vet Supply, 5-Area Telephone, West Plains Telecommunications, Shipman's Body Shop, WTG Fuels, K&K Pharmacy, Edward Jones, along with Dell Oil Company, Irrigation Pumps and Power, McCormick Seed, and Bailey County Farm Bureau, Scott Miller, all bringing you that live stream this coming Friday night. Also, there will be a pregame meal. Muleshoe versus Sundown pregame meal will be a nacho pile-on. They'll have meat, chips, all the fixings, drink, and dessert for $10 in the MHS Commons area. From 4:30 until 6, dine in or carry out. Tickets sold by the class of 2024 and class of 2025 from Muleshoe High School. If you want more information, you can buy tickets in advance. Contact MHS at 272-7303. Tickets are sold at the door as well. You can pick up your tickets as you go, but that's 4:30 until 6 at the MHS Commons area. Dine in or carry out. Muleshoe Mules versus Sundown pregame meal, nacho pile-on, meat, chips, all the fixings, drink, and dessert for $10. That's Friday night, August the 27th, before the Muleshoe versus Sundown football game. Everybody go out and support the MHS classes of 2024 and 2025. Now, the Mules are in District 2, 3A. Last season, 2020, they went 2-7. Last year, in the first game of the season at Sundown, we lost in a very close game, 6-0. The Sundown Roughnecks are from District 2, 2A. They went 9-3 in the 2020 season, had a very good season in 2A. They lost in the second round of the playoffs. Of course, this is our head football coach and athletic director, Jason Richards' second season at the helm of the Mules. His offensive coordinator is Chris Mosier. Defensive coordinator is Daryl Davis. Assistant coaches are Aaron Simon, Stephen Butler, Jackson Lee, A.J. Villanueva, Charles Hurst, Austin Ross, James Hopper, Ross Johnson, Zach Toscano. The athletic trainer is Stephen Seymour. The football operations students are Michaela Curvin, Alina Elazaris, Sebastian Stiles. The 2021 Muleshoe Mules are made up of Brennan Davis, number 0. He's wide receiver, linebacker, and a senior. Irvin Torres, number 1, wide receiver, defensive back, and a junior. Number 2, Judas Reyes, wide receiver and defensive back. He's a junior. Wearing number 3, Elazar Cisneros, wide receiver, defensive back. He's a junior. Number 4, Zach Hasley, the quarterback, and he also plays defensive back. He'll be a senior this year. Number 5 is Ed Lopez, a running back and defensive back, a junior. Wearing number 7, Sebastian Curvin, quarterback and linebacker. He's a sophomore. Number 8, Justin Dyke, wide receiver, defensive back. He's a junior. Number 10, Zeke Castle, running back and defensive back. He's a sophomore. Number 11 is Christian Fabella, wide receiver linebacker. He's a senior. Zach Radloff is number 12. He's a running back, linebacker, sophomore. Jeremiah Barone wears number 13, wide receiver, defensive back. He's a senior. Davian McMullen is wearing number 14, wide receiver and linebacker. He's a junior. Nathan Martins is wearing number 18 and a quarterback, defensive back, a freshman. Uriel Vasquez is wearing number 19, wide receiver, defensive back. He's a junior. Number 21 is Daniel Sines, wearing number 21, wide receiver, defensive back, and a sophomore. Number 22 is Noah Cantu, wide receiver, defensive back, and a sophomore. Tate Shipman is wearing number 33, wide receiver, linebacker, and a junior. Number 40 is Jaxer Lopez, running back and defensive lineman. He's a sophomore. Jacob Reyes is number 50, offensive line and linebacker. He's a senior. Number 51 is Jonathan Salinas, offensive line, defensive line. He's a sophomore. Number 52 is Ricardo Gonzalez, offensive line, defensive line, and a junior. Number 53 is Doc Gardner, offensive line, defensive line, and a senior. Number 55, Victor Morales, offensive line, defensive line, and a senior. Ivan Mora is wearing number 64, wide receiver, defensive back, and a sophomore. Number 66 is Eric Vasquez, offensive line, defensive line, and a junior. Number 67 is Damian Gonzalez, offensive line, defensive line, and a senior. Number 74 is Lee Tosh, offensive line, defensive line, and a sophomore. Andre Alfaro is wearing number 75, offensive and defensive line, and a senior. Nick Reyes is wearing number 78, offensive and defensive line. He's a junior. Number 79 is Tristan Solalinde, offensive and defensive line. He's a senior. And number 81 for the Mules is Ramsey Martinez, wide receiver, defensive back, and a sophomore on the 2021 Mules. So good luck to the Mules. Friday night as they kick off the 2021 season, 7 p.m., David Wood Field, Benny Douglas Stadium, as they take on the Sundown Roughnecks. We'll have that live stream that will begin at 6:50 p.m. tomorrow night, Friday night, with our voice of the Muleshoe Mules for his going into his third season, Elliot Davis. And thanks so much to Elliot for doing our broadcast for us here on Gillam Advertising Channel 6, MuleshoeTV.com. You're invited this Saturday morning, August the 28th, as the Bailey County Senior Center will have a pancake waffle breakfast and arm wrestling tournament. Trophies will be given to the first place winners of each division. It begins Saturday, August 28th at 7 a.m. They'll be serving pancakes, waffles, sausage, bacon, coffee, orange juice, and milk. Entry fees for the arm wrestling tournament are men, adult, $10, women's adult, $10, and youth 12 to 15 years olds, $5, double elimination. You need at least 10 entries in each division's carryouts. For the pancake breakfast will be $10. To register for the arm wrestling tournament, please contact Royce Turner, 806-946-8663, Julian Dominguez, 806-566-7415, Lucy Bachicha, 729-2747, Carlos Contreras, 393-5484, Jerry Ruthhart at 272-4150. Of course, all this goes on Saturday morning, August 28th. Everyone is invited to the Pancake Waffle Breakfast and Arm Wrestling Tournament at the Bailey County Senior Center, 319 South Main Street, around the corner of Main and Avenue D. Everyone is invited. Well, according to the Texas Department of Health here in Bailey County, as of yesterday, Wednesday, August the 25th, we've moved up to 17 active COVID-19 cases here for the county. We moved over the last 3 weeks from 7 active cases to 14 and now 17 this week as of Wednesday, August the 25th. Lamb County has gone from 100 to back down to 93 active cases. Parma County went from 27 active cases last week to 21 as of Wednesday. Hell County went up from 151 to 198 active cases this week. Hockley County up from 119 to 131, and Cochran County, south of us where Morton is, from 12 to 15 active cases. According to the Texas Department of Health, Those 12 and older that are fully vaccinated here in Bailey County are at 39%. Those 65 and older are at 66%. So we need to get that much, much better. Those 12 and over here in Bailey County, only 39% are fully vaccinated. So go to either of the clinics at the Muletrain Medical Center. Call up and get an appointment. You can get vaccinated there. K&K Pharmacy, of course, can vaccinate you easily as well. They're on American Boulevard. And I'm sure that other places here in town can do it as well, including United Pharmacy. But again, only 12 and over fully vaccinated here in Bailey County, 39%. And as of Wednesday, August 25th, we have 17 active COVID-19 cases here in the county. It's time now for the weather forecast, brought to you today by K&K Pharmacy. K&K Pharmacy right here in Muleshoe, 1411 West American Boulevard, where Christine Isaacson and Crystal Alicon, the pharmacists, along with all their helpful employees, remind you it is National Dog Day. And for National Dog Day, if you want safe, pet-friendly wellness options, CBD products for dogs and CBD products for cats at a great choice and great price, especially if you're looking for more natural alternative free of added chemical fillers and unnecessary ingredients. K&K Pharmacy has it in stock now at 1411 West American Boulevard. They invite you to learn more about what they have in stock with their high-quality, superior, broad-spectrum CBD can do for your canine companion or favorite feline. Get 10% off any pet CBD products with the mention of this ad. You can see it on their K&K Pharmacy Facebook page. Also, they remind you at K&K Pharmacy, they do COVID-19 testing. It's available now. Contact them first free. Please call 806-272-7511. They're open Monday through Fridays, 9 a.m. till 6 p.m. at K&K Pharmacy. You can get your COVID-19 vaccines as well. Also get your school kids fully vaccinated for their school season that is beginning all over our area right now. K&K Pharmacy right here in Muleshoe, 1411 West American Boulevard. Come in the store. You can use their convenient drive-through on the west side of the building or call them 806-272-7511 and they'll deliver to your door right here in Muleshoe. Well, so far it's been a pretty nice August. Not a ton of rain, but just enough to keep us in the game. As the Muleshoe Mesonet Station so far in the month of August has 2 inches and 25/100, so 2 1/4 inches for the Muleshoe Mesonet Station, which is 2 miles south of town. The Earth Mesonet Station, which is right next to Tolk Plant, has 2 inches and 27/100. The Morton Mesonet Station has 2 inches and 3/100. Freona only has 1 inch and 6/100. Olton Mesonet Station has 1 inch and 48/100, and Amherst has 1 inch and 65/100 there at their Mesonet Station right next to town. Looking at our forecast for the next 7 days, the Weather Bureau says for Muleshoe, sunny, high near 90 today. On Thursday, south wind around 10 miles per hour. Mostly clear, low around 65 tonight. South-southeast winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Then sunny on Friday with a high near 90 degrees again. South-southwest winds between 5 and 15 miles per hour. Then Friday night, mostly clear, low around 65. Saturday sounds like a broken record. Sunny, high near 90. South wind 5 to 15 miles per hour. Mostly clear Saturday night. Low around 65. So high around 90, low around 65 for the next 3 days. Then Sunday, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms, mainly in the afternoon hours. A 20% chance of rain. Sunny, high near 88 degrees, so a little bit cooler. South winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Sunday night, a slight chance of showers and thunderstorms before 1 a.m., partly cloudy, low around 63, southeast winds between 5 and 10 miles per hour. Then Monday, a mostly sunny day, high around 87, south winds 5 to 10 miles per hour. Monday night, mostly clear, low around 63. Tuesday next week, sunny, high near 90 degrees, mostly clear Tuesday night, low around 64. Sunny on Wednesday, high near 90 degrees. So temperatures for the next 7 days, around 90 or in the upper 80s, low around 65, and then Sunday a 20% chance of showers and thunderstorms in the afternoon hours and in the evening until 1 a.m. K&K Pharmacy has presented to you this edition of the weather forecast. Well, on Tuesday, we filmed a very successful drive-through annual meeting for the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association. You can see it on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com, along with our Facebook pages, Gil Lamb, Channel 6 Muleshoe, our Twitter feed, and our YouTube channel. As the employees there at the Bailey County Electric, they served 154 members. They gave them registration information, a voting ballot, a gift bag, and a chicken strip meal. It was very good. Both incumbents won re-election that were on the ballot. The Bailey County Electric Board of Directors, including Ronnie Altman from District 1 and Keith Hicks, the current board president from District 2. And it was very successful, and see that drive-through annual meeting for Bailey County Electric on the front page of our website. Again, it was their 82nd annual meeting for Bailey County Electric. Also, don't miss out, if you haven't already seen it. Notice there's a couple thousand views already on our first day of school interviews, as Carolyn Johnson interviewed 4 local kids as they went to Dillman Elementary for the very first time in their lives. You can meet Kimber, Esteban, Riker, and Bella, who all went to school for the first time in their lives last week on August the 17th at Dillman Elementary. Also, as we ramp up and start football this week, don't miss Meet the Mules, which was held earlier in the month on August 9th at Benny Douglas Stadium. You can meet all of the MHS JV and varsity football teams, the cheerleading squads, the MHS Mighty M Band, and hear them perform. Meet all the members of the cross-country team, all the coaches, and much, much more, including the athletic director, football coach Jason Richards. That's available free of charge on demand on the front page of our website, muleshoetv.com. We'll be back with more Muletrain news in just a few moments, so please stay tuned. The Muleshoe Area Medical Center reminds you to get vaccinated here in the Muleshoe area right now at either one of their clinics here in that are located at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. Get vaccinated now. COVID-19 vaccines available at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. Also, continue your recovery close to home. If you or a loved one needs more time to heal after an illness, injury, or surgery, they have a great swing bed program that can help. Call their swing bed coordinator at 806-272-4524 or go to muleshoehospital.com/recovery for more information. Your Muleshoe Area Medical Center, your hometown hospital, continued recovery for medical patients, and get vaccinated for COVID-19 now through the clinics at the Muleshoe Area Medical Center. For more information, call 806-272-4524. The Bailey County Ministerial Alliance Food Pantry reminds you that their very first distribution from their new location will be this Saturday, August the 28th at 9 a.m. It's at 725 East American Boulevard, as they've moved there to the east edge of town, right across from the Cowboy Fellowship and the Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association. Again, their first distribution for their new location will be Saturday, August the 28th, beginning at 9 a.m. from 725 East American Boulevard. We hope that goes really smoothly. The First Baptist Church is planning their centennial celebration Saturday, October 23rd and Sunday, October 24th. Make sure to go and like the Facebook page that's FBC Muleshoe Centennial. It has all the information along with an event that you can RSVP for to set yourself up and get yourself ready to come to this event. They will have on Saturday, October the 23rd from 2 until 4 in the afternoon, open house and dessert reception there at the Fellowship Hall at the church. They'll be giving tours of the church as well. Sunday, October 24th, they'll start in the morning with a 9:30 a.m. continental breakfast in the Fellowship Hall. 10:10 a.m. piano duets with Robert Black and Nolan Lewis in the sanctuary. 10:30 a.m. a centennial celebration service, and then a noon meal catered by River Smiths in the fellowship meal at the MHS Commons area, and that's the one they really need to have a head count for. So go to their Facebook page. It's FBC Muleshoe Centennial, and RSVP for this thing, the Centennial Celebration with that event. They also have an order form there for their Centennial Celebration shirts that you can get on that Facebook page as well. Well, on your prayer list today, remember Joyce Scott, Marilyn Cox, Debbie Connor, Cindy Barrett, Michael Angeli, Chance Hulse. Keep on your prayer list today Jeff Skipworth, Debbie Gallman. She's doing much better at her last report. Frank McCamish in our Parkview Nursing Care Center. Jimmy K. Moore and Lynn Moore, Deborah Walls. Please keep Ed Cox on your prayer list today. Elaine Case, she's doing much better. Keep Lisa Oftenkamp, who is in ICU in the hospital in Albuquerque. Please keep Lisa on your prayer list today. Remember Connie Alanese on your prayer list, along with her husband Robert. Carolyn Kaufman, Kelvin Johnson. Remember the family of Ray Luaris, especially his wife Tammy. Keep the family of Mary Nell Bleeker on your prayer list today. The family of Cedric David Castorina. The family of Ernest Veraldine Burris. The family of Patricia Canmore needs to be on your prayer list today. The family of Julia Hurtado. The family of Lynn Campbell. The family of Barbara Scott needs to be on your prayer list today. The family of Victoria Alarcon Cuevas. The family of Janet Martinez needs to be on your prayer list, please. The family of Pat Nichols. The family of Jack Davis, along with the family of Scott Berman. Keep all these families that are grieving the recent loss of a loved one on your prayer list. Well, it's just about time for us to go on this edition of the Muletrain News, brought to you today by Leal's Mexican Restaurant. You can hear our latest Muletrain News program, along with all our older archived ones, available free of charge on demand on our website, muleshoetv.com. Click on the Muletrain News link at the top center of the front page.
I'm Tumbleweed Smith, the Jacoby Enterprises in Melvin. Details in a moment on The Sound of Texas.
The Sound of Texas is brought to you here on MuleshoeTV.com by Bailey County Electric Cooperative Association, with offices in Muleshoe at 610 East American Boulevard, as well as in Morton at 1744 State Highway 114. They're celebrating rural electrification right here in the Muleshoe area through Bailey County Electric since 1939. They are owned by the members that they serve. Call 806-272-4504. Check them out online at BCEC. COOP.com. The board of directors, the members, the employees, the manager, CEO David Markle, all hope you enjoy this Sound of Texas with Tumbleweed Smith.
Melvin's a smaller town. We're around 180 people. We have a post office. We have Jacoby's here.
Holden Jacoby of Melvin, near Brady. His dad, Jason, started a feed business there in 1981.
We have an elevator. It just all started out as one thing, and it blossomed into several different entities.
Jacoby's Cafe serves Jacoby beef.
You can buy our beef online. I personally think we have the best burger in Texas.
Behind the cafe is a general store. Jason Jacoby makes sure it stays well stocked.
It's kind of an all-purpose store, Ace, a Walmart. It's got a little of everything. Feed plus batteries, ammo, feeders, bow and arrow, all that kind of stuff is in there.
Jacoby livestock feed goes to 26 states, and Jacoby sells more deer corn than anyone else.
We make feed for all of that, and then we actually have feed for other things, fish, dogs. We're actually looking at having our own dog food line, but we hadn't got that far yet. We build tanks, dirt tanks, build roads, build pads, clean out mesquite trees, all that kind of stuff. You know, another thing we do, we build our own fertilizer. We can make any kind of a recipe you want. And we do custom farming for people. We try to make everybody successful. Whether you're showing sheep or goats or whatever, we want you to be successful using our product. I range from 47 to 52 employees. I've got people that's worked for me over 35 years. Their kids work for me.
Jacoby has a feed store in Brady.
We have plans there in our spot in Brady to put a RV park and resort there because we just feel like it's needed in Brady.
Jason has just acquired an old bank building on Highway 87 near Melvin.
Yeah, we've been trying to figure out what to do with that. I think the original bank and stuff is so dilapidated. I think we're going to pull that down and leave the cement and either come back and rebuild over it What would be nice, or what I envision, is to have my own miniature Buckies.
Holden and Jason Jacoby of Melvin. I'm Tumbleweed Smith with the Sound of Texas.